Look at your goofy ass. Look at my goofy ass. I was about to slip up. But I had to hold the line. I had to hold the line. I was about to slip up. Remember I told you about that Spanish chick who reached out to me? Had that Spanish chick reach out to me who I used to fuck last year. You remember she hit me up when she was going through issues with her boyfriend. Well, as you guessed it, they broke up. And she called about 2-3 days ago, late at night, because she broke up with him, and I know she wanted to fuck, so I did not answer the call. And then she hit me up again today, talking about how she feels sad because they're over and she wants to see me. I already know what that meant. She wants to fuck to try to get her mind off of her breakup, but that ain't gonna work. That ain't healthy. And I was about to cave in. I was about to do it because this year, as y'all know, I've been staying off the dating apps and I have not been having sex. I've not been having sex. I've just been focused on working my 2 jobs, doing my podcast, my Patreon, gym every day. And I just haven't been having sex, man. I've been cutting out all the distractions, but I got weak. I was about to slip up, but I didn't. She called, we talked for a bit, and one thing I remember is why I cut her off last year and stopped fucking with her is she always had an attitude. Always had an attitude, and she had an attitude on the phone because she was just feeling sad over her breakup. Over her breakup. And you would think that, why the fuck you have an attitude with me? I did nothing wrong, but I was about to cave in because I was, I've been horny lately because I'm not having sex. I'm in the gym, so I got all this energy. But when she had that attitude on the phone, it turned me off. It turned me off. And another thing that turned me off about her is, she's broke. I know it seems shallow, but I'm not her boyfriend. Every time she would hit me up during these past couple of days because she went through her breakup. I guess she wanted us to be friends, but she was like, we should go out to eat. Can you buy me some wine? You should buy me some wine, because that's what friends do. And that kind of just turned me off because I don't buy women shit. This is a woman who used to come to my apartment before a date and after a date to get fucked. And then she pops out of the blue to hit me up when she's going through it with her boyfriend. Even though she met this dude's parents the week before, and she hits me up, a fuck buddy, because she had an argument with her boyfriend. And now they broke up, and I already know what it was. If I said yeah, she would have came over. She would have wanted to have some drinks, and she would want to have sex. But when we were on that phone and she had that attitude with me, because that's just a huge turnoff. Having an attitude, being broke. I was so turned off. I was like, I hurried up and got off the phone. I was like, I got to do something, but I'll holler at you. And I got off the phone. I was like, I need to stick to it, man. And I was horny. But instead of rubbing one out, man, I took my ass back to the gym. Went to the gym again today, even though I went early this morning. And I advise that if you feel horny, just go to the gym, bro. Or go jog, do something to get your mind off of thinking about sex. And I need to stick to it, man. I've been doing good this entire year up to this point with not having sex. And I want to keep on doing it, see how far I can get with not having sex and staying off of the dating apps and just really focusing on me. I want to see how far I can get when I cut out all the distractions out of my life. But I was about to slip up and I didn't. I'm glad I did not slip up. And if I did that tonight, I would not have done this show right now, because I would have been drowning in pussy. But like I told you in my last video, I'm still healing from my breakup, even though it's been 2 years now. I thought I'd be over my ex, and I'm surprised that I'm not over her fully, but I'm working towards it. And the reason why it was easy for me to cut off my rotation, because she was in my rotation last year, her and all these other women. Even though I was fucking all these women last year, I was fucking a chick who done OnlyFans. I was fucking a couple of bad Spanish chicks, just pretty girls, right? They may have been pretty, dog, but they didn't come close to my ex. They didn't have their shit together like my ex. They weren't naturally beautiful like my ex, and they didn't vibe like my ex. My ex was my best friend, and none of these women could really come close to them. That's why it was easy for me to cut these women off. And also, I needed to cut these women off because every time I was around them, I'm spending time with them, fucking them, being around them. It made me feel like I couldn't do better because these women were nowhere near my ex's level. If that makes sense, like they weren't on her level. And when you move on from an ex, you always want to get with a woman who's better than your ex. And I'm gonna admit, bro, due to me not being healed from my breakup and doing all this fucking, I wasn't attracting women who were better than my ex, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I wasn't really attracting the best women, if I'm gonna be honest. Even the Spanish chick who I was fucking, I just didn't want to be around her because I knew deep down I was settling. Even if that's even fucking, even though I'm fucking her, even though I was fucking her last year and getting all this free coochie, I still, even though it was kind of beneath me. She wasn't on my ex's level. She wasn't on my ex's level. And I get it. Most people are not going to be like my ex's level. She's a beautiful Asian chick, looks beautiful without makeup, comes from a good background. She has her own money. Even though she comes from a great background, a wealthy background, she makes her own money, never asked me for any money before. She just has her own shit. She has her own shit. You know, she's going to be good regardless. These women I was fucking around, them just to ask me just to buy alcohol, just little things that would just turn me off because I was so used to a woman who didn't need shit. So when I'm attracting these women who are on who ain't really about shit, like asking me to buy you fucking alcohol, and I told you I'm not trying to drink, you clearly shows me you're broke. The fact that you have to ask me, can I take you out to dinner? Why the fuck are you asking me to take you out to dinner when we are just fucking? I don't want to be your boyfriend. I don't want nothing fucking serious. And I had to, bro, I was about to slip up today, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did not slip up. I didn't slip up, man. And I'm glad I didn't. Because I knew I'll be settling. I knew I would have been off my purpose. And I know I would have been a hypocrite too. Because I'm always talking to you guys about holding the line. I was about to slip up today because that Spanish chick hit me up. And I had to remember why I cut her off, because she has a bad fucking attitude. She's crazy. She just has a bad fucking attitude. And then, due to me not having sex this year, I was about to slip up, but I need to be strong, and I'm going to continue to be strong. But it's like, I have to remember, bro, my mindset right now, dude, is I don't want to be around any. It's weird, man. Even though I got horny, right? But still, I felt like this is going to be a waste of your time if you bring this bitch to your apartment and have her over. Because keep in mind, this Spanish chick is she's not a high value woman. She's not a fucking high value woman at all, dude. And it would have been beneath me to even be dealing with her, to be honest with you. I know it sounds fucked up, but there are low value women out here, you know? And sometimes we just gotta be honest. It is what it is. But I was about to slip up and I didn't, man. I just can't Where I'm at in my mindset right now, just where I'm at mentally, I just don't feel like being around women right now. I don't want to court. Well, I ain't gonna be courting or dating, but even just fucking, bro. Her and 2 other women reached out to me from last year when I had my rotation women I was dealing with. From last year, wanting to check up. And that shows that these hoes, it just shows that these women really don't got no damn options like that. Like, did you really go through your entire contact list to hit me up, even though we haven't talked since last year? It shows me that you're bored, and it shows me that you have nothing better to do with your life. You have nothing better to do with your life. And I'm at to the point, man, even if I get horny sometimes, I still know that getting off of my purpose, not holding the line, and if I were to like fuck these random chicks who bring no value to my life, it'll be a waste of my time. It'll be a waste of my time and energy, because I still need, if I'm not fully healed over my ex, the last thing I need to fucking do is be fucking random women. I need to continue to hold the line, and I'm going to continue to hold the line. I thought I was doing good, bro. Like this year, cause I was so busy, bro. I work 2 jobs. I do this channel. I got my main YouTube channel, and I do Patreon. I do my Patreon too. I'm keeping myself busy, still going to the gym. I keep myself busy, man. And I do not know why I'm not over my ex, bro. I'm getting there, but I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm not gonna be like these fake people on YouTube telling you to fuck these hoes, man, fuck this bitch. Like, yeah, I'm over it. Like, no, I thought I was over, but damn, I'm not. I'm planning a trip this year. I think that's gonna help me out, but I'm keeping myself busy, and damn, bro, I thought, yeah, just where I'm at, bro. I just don't feel like being around old women right now. And I hope you guys are holding the line as well, man. If you don't feel like dealing with no women right now during this tough time in this economy, they say a study says 52% of young men say they can't afford to date. And I totally understand. Gas prices are high. You got bills on top of everything you're dealing with right now. So you're paying for a dating app. You gotta pay to take this woman out. You're paying all this money for gas, and you gotta drive 30 to 40 minutes to meet this woman. And you're spending all this money on a date. They say the average cost of a date now for a millennial is $252. I can't believe that. I'm here in New York City. It's expensive, bro. I go to this speakeasy, bro. I got 2 drinks at this speakeasy, and 2 drinks, $18 each. That's how much drinks are, right? And they added a damn gratuity, 18% gratuity on that. But most places do that here in New York. So you're spending $252 on a date, and there's a possibility that she's gonna probably ghost you and then tell you, I didn't feel a spark. And also, you have women going on dating apps when they're bored. That's why I felt like we need to stay off the dating apps, because majority of these women are not serious on dating apps. It's just gonna be a waste of your time, because they're not over their exes, or they're not over their situationships. I think that's one of the main reasons why I don't want to have sex right now, because like I told you before in my previous video, the main reasons I stopped fucking around is like new women I was coming across on the dating apps, Field, that app I told you, Field, where I got a lot of hookups on. I would ask, can I see your test results? I would show my test results, but they would always hit me with, oh, I don't have them. How are you sexually active and you don't have test results? If women are not in relationships right now in the dating market, majority of women have a fuck buddy, or they're in a situationship. And 9 out of 10, when these women have fuck buddies and situationships, they're fucking raw. They're fucking raw. You gotta expect the worst. Like, I didn't think that, because I was out of the game for 6 years. I didn't think women were moving like this, doing all this fun fucking. I thought I was getting it in last year when I had my rotation of women I was fucking. But this one chick I was fucking, bad light-skinned chick, I wanted to see her again. She told me, oh, I'm going to a sex party. I'm like, the fuck? I don't know if it's a New York thing, but I came across a lot of women that I was talking to from that Field app, just openly talking about how they go to sex parties. It's getting too crazy out here. I think that's one of the main reasons why I just want to be alone and just focus on myself, because ain't nothing out in these dating streets. The dating market is cooked. I'm 33. I don't agree with trying to give a woman post-wall over 30, because these women are damaged. You can't tell these women shit. They take no accountability, and they're not looking for love. They're not looking to build anything. They're looking for help. Their bills are piling up. They're tired of being the boss chick, independent bitch. They're tired of doing all this work by themselves. They need help. They're not looking for love or anything. Does true love exist? I don't know. Probably not, because a man's value is based on how much money he brings, how much money he makes. Even though these women make their own money. The dating market is so trash. It's just best for us to be alone. It's like, I get it, man. There are times when I get horny because I'm at the gym every day, bro. Every day. There are times when I get horny, but I know that just getting some pussy right now is just gonna be a waste of time, because I don't feel like dealing with a woman on a personal level or anything. I just like, once we have sex, when I fuck lately, when I went through my rotation of women last year, when I would fuck, once I get that nut, I want them out of my apartment. I don't care to talk and shit. And I know you gotta do aftercare and all that. Like, they say it's not good. Like, shout out to Coach Greg Adams. He talks about just, you can't be kicking these women out right away. But that's how I would feel after I hit it. It's like, you get that post-nut clarity. It's like, why was I dealing with this bitch? Yeah, I want her out of my apartment. And I would feel bad because they would drive all the way to see me, and they took the subway. So it's like, that's why it's not worth it, man. I need to continue to hold the line and stay focused like I have been doing. But I have a lot of work to do on myself. I need to fully heal from my breakup. And it's sad that 2 fucking years, man, and I'm not fully healed, bro. I'm trying my best, but I know I'm a work in progress, man. And I have to keep I keep on telling myself in my head, like, Trey, stop fucking thinking about her, bro. You gotta, come on. She moved to LA. Trey, she's getting fucked by random dudes. She's getting ran through. Like, she's going through a whole phase. Most women do this. They go through a whole phase when they break up. And I know damn well my ego can't take that it's just, and that's the reason, Trey, stop fucking thinking about her. She's fucking all these random dudes in LA, getting piped down. And it's sad that it's probably happening, but when you're with someone, you think that's your woman, but these women are never our women, bro. It's just our turn. And that is a tough pill to swallow. I think that's the main reason why most guys are checked out of dating. It doesn't matter, these men could be good men. They're doing everything they can to make the relationship work, and sometimes it's not enough. All that time, effort these men put into relationships, and for it to end, and I think that's one of the main reasons, it's one of the main reasons why men are checked out and dating is the way it is today. You have all these women complaining about men are not courting, they're not pursuing. You wasted all these men's time in the past when you were in your prime years. That's not fair to a man who's worked on himself, he's successful, to settle down with a post-wall woman who's past her fucking prime. She's on her decline with a ran through coochie, high-ass body count, and she has nothing to offer to the relationship except debt, baggage, ran through coochie. Most of these women are not balling like that. Most of these women don't come from a wealthy family. There's only a select few. Most of these women do not come from a wealthy background. You're seeing it now, these women who were making 6 figures, but they got laid off. And now they have to move back in with their parents. You were making 6 figures. And just because you got laid off, you have to move back in with your parents? Yeah, you weren't managing your money properly. I know a lot of women do this in New York. They're moving to a high-rise apartment here in New York, paying between $5,000 to $6,000 a month on a luxury apartment because they're making 6 figures. And when you get laid off, you got to move back home. You got to break your lease and move back home. That's poor money management. I don't care, these women talk all this shit, I'm making all this money, but majority of these women can't manage their money properly. I don't feel sorry. It's like, how can you feel sorry for any of these women who are getting laid off right now when they talked so much shit in the past about men? I don't need a man. I can do good. Like, I can't meet a man on my level. But deep down, behind closed doors, you're living off of credit cards. You're in debt. Every time you get paid, you're broke. You wasted all this money on trips. You wasted all this money on trips and you have nothing to show for it. You're broke, struggling, and now you're on TikTok trying to get sympathy from people because you got laid off. And now these women are so desperate to date. You're getting these women you're getting a bad deal getting a post-wall woman right now. In this economy right now, these women who just got laid off, who are seriously dating right now because they need help, this is a bad fucking deal, man. Because they're not looking for love, they're looking for help. They need you to fund their lifestyle, help them pay off their credit cards, help them pay off their student loans. They're looking for help. Majority of women today, the reason the dating market is so fucking trash, because majority of women today, they're not looking for love. They're looking for support. They're looking for a man's resources. It cracks me up. You guys fought so hard for feminism. Y'all believe the feminism bullshit, but you still want to live off of a man. That makes no sense to me. When you work and you have a fucking degree, that's just, you're fucking lazy. You're a dependent. That, like, come on now. That's insane to me. And majority of women today over the age of 30, or some are younger, but majority of the women over the age of 30, they're on antidepressants. And I think it's going to get worse for my generation, millennials, and the generation below me. Because you have the women who settled in marriages and now they're fucking miserable and broke, stuck in a marriage. They know they married the wrong dude. They got a dead bedroom. They're not attracted to their husband. They know that they settled because they were on a time clock to have kids. They had a kid. One of them is doing more work in the marriage than the other. They're depressed. Their house is a fucking mess. They're in debt. Their mortgage, the HOA, they bought a house they can't afford. They're fucking depressed. They're miserable in this fucking marriage. Then you have the other side of people, of women, who they overlooked too many good men in the past, and now they're post-wall, over 30, still single, not taking any accountability, and still they can't find nobody. They're still getting used for pump and dump, and still they haven't settled down with nobody because no one wants to settle down with them. Sam, yeah, majority of those women, they're going to be on antidepressants because they're depressed. They didn't think that this is how life turned out for them. They thought they would have been married by now, have kids. Women talk a big game. They talk a lot of shit saying, I'd rather be by myself. Most of these women do not want to be alone. They don't want to be by themselves. Most women do not want to be alone. You have the women who feel like they don't want to settle, so they rather just be by themselves, but they go back on and on these dating apps, expecting a different outcome. They see all their friends getting married. They are not married. They're stuck. All they got is their fucking job. They may have got laid off, or they're at a job they're not gonna get they're not gonna get any promotion anytime soon, because they're walking on eggshells because there's a layoff every month. The company's going through all these layoffs. They know it makes no sense for them to get a promotion because they're laying people off. They got to save money. The company has to save money. These women came to the conclusion that they put their career above everything, this job before everything, instead of taking the time to find a family, build a foundation. They put this job above everything. Now they're at a roadblock because they're not happy. They're overworked and they're burnt out. They hate working. They go to sleep with so much anxiety. They're depressed. But they have themselves to blame, because they should have used those prime years as a woman instead of listening to fucking feminism. They should have used their prime years as a woman to find a man to settle down with and build something. That is the thing. Women refuse to build with a man. They think that they're gonna wait at the finish line for a man, not knowing that these women are gonna have to compete for his attention. When a man has got it out the mud, he's become successful on his own. He's not rushing to settle down with the post-war woman. He's gonna have his fun, and he's gonna have a rotation of women. And these women think that they can compete, even though they're getting old. These women feel like, he'll pick me. Yeah, he'll pick me. But he doesn't. He just fucks them and leaves them. And you got these old ass women feeling more empty than they were before. What drives these women to being alcoholics, drinking a wine, 2-3 glasses of wine every night. They got a dog, cat, or whatever. And they are depressed because they thought they would have settled down by now. They thought that they had all this time. They thought that they can wait at the finish line and this successful man is going to pick them, but he doesn't. And this is gonna be majority of women in their 30s right now. I'm 33. I know this. I wouldn't even take a chance on a woman in her 30s. But where I'm at mentally, I don't even want to date. No long-term commitments for me. I'd rather just be alone, because dating is a fucking joke. In this world, men are only able to fall in love one time. And I did. That was one time with my ex, who I was with for 6 years. That shit ain't gonna happen again. It's so hard to find a connection like that. It's so hard to find a woman who's gonna be your best friend. It ain't that fucking easy. I'd rather not even waste time looking for something like that again. I'd rather put all that energy in myself and be selfish and just focus on me. If it doesn't benefit me, I don't need that. I don't need that person. If they don't benefit me, I don't need that person in my life. If they're going to be a liability, I don't need them. If I were to deal with a woman, I'm going to continue to have a one-strike program. Cut them off. If I got to explain to you what pissed me off or what turned me off, I don't have time for that. I'm just going to cut you off. And that's how a lot of us men should move this year and beyond. One-strike program. As men, we were too lenient these past couple of years on women, letting a lot of shit slide. Because a lot of us knew that these women had options. We know that they can get on a dating app and they get flooded with messages, ego boosts, all that. But it's time for us to take the power back and focus on us. It's best to be alone than have a half-assed woman in our life. And majority of these women ain't shit. Hate to break it to you. They're not really worth your time. Majority of these women ain't shit. Bring no value to your life. Just an added bill, liability. Especially, I'm telling you, you get with a woman post-war, she ain't over her fucking ex. You know why I say that? Because nigga, I'm not even over my fucking ex right now. That's why I ain't gonna waste no woman's time. It ain't worth it for me to make a woman arch that back. You know, I don't even feel like making a bitch do ATB right now. I don't even, what? Nah. It's a waste of fucking strokes, man. I need to be fully healed. I'm not fully healed from my breakup. Nigga, I thought I'd be healed by now. 2 years and I don't know what the fuck is going on with me, man. I'm trying, man. I'm a work in progress, but I'm gonna hold the line. Gonna practice what I preach, because I was about to slip up today, but I had to remember why I cut her off in the first place. She has a fucking attitude, crazy as shit. She's broke. And she couldn't even hold a candle to my ex. So the fact that I would be fucking her would show that I can't even do better than my ex. That's why I was like, nah, I'm good. Because I had to remember why I cut her off in the first place. She ain't all that, bro. I was about to be weak. But I'm glad I did not do it, man. I took my ass to the fucking gym. My gym is 24 hours, bro. I took my ass to the gym because I knew I was about to do something stupid. And I didn't. I've been doing so good this year, not having sex. Like, I just want to see how far I can go with just focusing on myself and cutting out all the distractions. I want to see how far I can just cut out all the bullshit, you know, because the dating market's cooked. There's no point for us to even be dealing with this shit right now. The dating pool is filled with piss. All these women got all these fucking problems. They need help. they got all this baggage. What? Like dating makes no sense today because majority of women are in situationships if they're not in a relationship. So I have to compete for a woman with a high ass body count. I have to compete with a woman who's fucking random dudes. It's like it's not worth the effort. It's not worth the chase to do this. It's not. That I gotta compete for a woman who's fucking 5 other dudes right now, who has a rotation of dudes. Women do this and it's so fucking stupid to me. Like, you're fucking all these random dudes and still going on dates with other dudes until you find the right one. Not knowing, racking up your body count, it's gonna be hard for your goofy ass to pair bond with the dude. Women do this. That's why dating is not worth. The older the older generation talks so much shit about us millennials. You guys need to get married, but these women are not the same like they were 40 fucking years ago, man. Are you fucking serious? We are in the social media age. We're in a time where a woman can be with a good man, but she still feels like she can do better. She feels like she's settling with your goofy ass. Her goofy ass feels like she's settling with you. Not knowing that she's on her fucking decline. She's post-wall. Women are so delusional thinking that they're not post-wall. When you're over 30, you're aging. You don't look as good as you did 10 years ago. You gained weight. Your looks are fading. What value are you bringing to a man's life? You're in debt. You're about to get laid off. You're not happy at your job. What? You don't bring shit to the table. You bring nothing to the fucking table. Majority of these women don't, man. I'm telling you, man, that's why it's best to be fucking alone sometimes, man. I don't got the fucking energy, dog. I do not. And when that Spanish girl was talking, when she called me and she had that attitude, it's like, I remember why I'd rather be alone, because I'm not dealing with this shit. Who the fuck are you to have attitude with me? When you were just a fuck last year, we were just fucking, that is it. Took your ass on no fucking dates, and every time you told me, you should take me out to dinner, you should take me out, I said no. And you got heated because she's used to niggas kissing her fucking ass, and no. And it's like, why would I even fuck her, dude? She's not in a good headspace. She just went through a breakup. She just went through a breakup, bro. Using me for sex. No, I'm good. Rather just take my ass to the gym. Or rather take my ass to the fucking gym. But bro, I was about to slip up, dude. I was about to fucking slip up, and I didn't. I had to hold the line, man. And y'all do too. Y'all gotta hold the line too, man. Ain't shit out in these dating streets. I know that summer's approaching. We're gonna have a beautiful summer here in New York. I'm gonna be taking myself out, but I ain't gonna be spending no money on no fucking women, bro. I'm gonna focus on me. I'm gonna continue to heal and just focus on me. I'm trying my best, man. Don't ever be ashamed. I'm not ashamed. I'm always open and honest with you, bro. If you haven't watched my other videos, bro, on my main channel, man, I talk about the embarrassing shit I did. So this year, my grandmother died, my dad's mom. And I reached out to my ex because my ex was my best friend and I just wanted someone to talk to. I reached out to her. I guess she has me blocked. I emailed her. No response. And then I went on Instagram. And I don't have Instagram. I made a account. I hit up. We had a dog. She took the dog to LA. The dog has an Instagram, ran by her. So I messaged that Instagram. I was blocked. And then I messaged her best friend, Juju. We call her Juju because her name starts with a J. I messaged Juju on Instagram, blocked too. And I was weak, I was vulnerable earlier this year. And then I had to go to the funeral because my dad, he lives in Arkansas. So I went to the funeral in Arkansas, came back. And then my mom hit me with some news that her dog died. And me and my mom are close. She lives in Georgia. So even though I was born in Oceanside, California, but me and my mom moved to Georgia when I was in high school. So me and my mom, we're close. We're close. And before I moved to New York, because I moved to New York at 21, I got her a dog because I knew my mom was going to be lonely. And I got her a dog before I left, Major. And because I knew that I was going to be gone. I'm moving to New York. Don't want to be living in Georgia, so I moved to New York on my own. Got her a dog. And Major died. When I came back from Arkansas for my grandma's funeral, Major died, and Major's a family. I got my mom that dog. That dog died. And again, my dumb ass, what did I do? I reached out to my ex again, but I was blocked. I sent another email, no response. I did some embarrassing things, and do you know what's so fucking funny, bro? How the tables have turned on me. Because in my relationship with my ex, we were together for 6 years. We only had one argument. No, 2 arguments. Throughout the 6 years, 2 arguments. The first one was during COVID, when we were just stuck in the house. And we had an argument, and she had attitude, and I checked her. I said, if you ever talk to me like that again, we're done. I'd rather just break up with you. And then she started crying and begging me, and don't do that, like she was begging, And it kind of made me feel like, okay, I got power. And it did, I ain't gonna lie, I'm being honest. It made me feel like, damn, I got power, okay. And it's funny how I threatened to break up with her twice when we had those arguments. And she was begging me to stay, don't ever leave. Like, no, I want us to work this out. I love you. And it's sad because when she broke up with me after the 6 years, it's sad how the tables are turned because I was in the weak position. I was begging her. And look how the tables have turned, bro. How I threatened to break up with her, she was begging. And then when she was out of my life, I was begging her. And look how that turned out. I'm not ashamed to say it. I had something good and I fucked that up. And I want to tell you something. When you go through a breakup, you can do all the fucking you want. You can drown yourself in pussy. It ain't gonna help you get over that breakup. Because 9 out of 10, you're attracting women who are not gonna be on your ex's level. If she was a good woman, fucking random women, that's gonna do the complete opposite. Because you're gonna attract a lot of women who are toxic and got fucking problems. And these were the type of women I was fucking attracting. I was attracting low fucking value women. Wasting my fucking time, but I dealt with it because it was just some easy pussy. And I made so much fucking mistakes, fucking married women in last year. Fucked the woman who was engaged, fucked the woman who was I was just wilding out, dude. Because I thought I needed to drown myself in some fucking pussy to get over my fucking ex, and it did not work. Because none of these women were on my ex's level. And I'm not ashamed to say it, bro. I'm being honest. And I was on Twitter and so many damn fake dating coaches, fake dating gurus. And this guy wrote, if you went through a breakup, you need to start fucking hot women right after to get over her. And that's the worst fucking advice. You should use this time to heal, focus on you, and build something. Becoming successful in your own right, whether you're financially stable, you're comfortable, you're gonna feel 10 times better than fucking these random women who I ran through. Don't do it, because that did nothing for me. And I was fucking a lot of women last year, to the point that I can't even remember some of these women's names. That's how bad it was. I can't even remember their fucking name, these women I was fucking. Because I was getting them in and out of my fucking apartment every other weekend, dude. I can't remember some of their names. That's how fucking bad it was. And I'm blessed and grateful that I did not catch anything. I'm blessed and grateful. But don't do it, bro. If you went through a breakup, don't heal. I'm still healing, bro. I don't know how. Nigga, I don't know how long it's gonna fucking take me to get over this shit, bro. I don't know how long it's gonna take me, but I'm glad that oh my God, I'm so glad I didn't slip up today, because I was about to. I was like, oh man, I've been feeling horny because I'm in the gym every day. I was like, nah, don't do it, Trey. Practice what you preach. There's a reason you cut off her crazy ass. And that Spanish chick, I was like, let me not deal with it. Let me not deal with her goofy ass. And I didn't. And I'm gonna continue to I'm gonna continue to distance myself from her, because I don't need that in my life. I'd rather just let me just be alone. Because I've been alone for this long. But it gets to us, man. I think what fucks us up sometimes as man, bro, is like, I fucked up a good thing with my ex. And it's something I gotta live with, but it is what it is. I'm a work in progress. And I'm gonna continue to hold the line and just focus on me, man. But I'm not gonna slip up, man. So please, man, y'all do not slip up. If y'all been staying off the dating apps, continue to stay off the dating apps. Focus on you. Again, man, my bad for rambling, bro. I be rambling and shit. But thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to listen to me, man. Hold the line. Hold the line, man. I'm gonna do another midnight episode for y'all tomorrow as well. I got y'all. But continue to hold the line and focus on you, man. No slip ups. I was about to slip up. I had to take my ass to the gym, and I had to do an episode tonight for y'all. And I was about to slip up, and I'm glad I did not do that. I'm gonna continue to hold the line and focus on me this year. Peace.